everybody! Welcome to the Worldwide Splitters Network Backbending Challenge. This pose tutorial is for lunge. This is a lunge with a back bend, of course, but we still need to keep the elements of the lunge steady. The most important part about this posture is to make sure that you're not twisting, that one hip isn't coming forward more than the other, that one shoulder isn't coming forward more than the other. We want to keep the entire body nice and parallel. Otherwise, you can end up pinching in on one side of your low back, and that's what causes a lot of back injuries, particularly in the low back. Okay, so let's get started. The first step, no matter what level you're at, is to get into a nice lunge. Okay, so this means that your knee is over your ankle or a little bit behind. If it's in front here, you can see I don't have a lot of leverage and my pelvis is spilling forward. This is going to make it difficult for me to bend. So I need to make sure that my knee is right over my ankle and my hips are sitting down low. If I'm up here, I'm not going to get as much of a stretch in the front of this back hip. So go ahead and find your lunge. Perfect. For level 1, make sure your hips are facing the wall in front of you. Take your hands to your low back, fingers down, so my fingers are in the squishy part and my hands are on the bone behind me. Now I'm going to tuck in my chicken wing elbows behind me and open my chest to the ceiling. It's not my neck that's doing all the bending. This does not help you stretch at all, okay? You need to open your chest to the ceiling. Perfect. Make sure the elbows are behind you. Now for level 2, I start here and I lift my arms overhead. Beautiful. If your bend is deep enough here, and you can stay even, you can drop the opposite hand, so my right leg is behind me, my left hand is going down. Fingertips to the floor. I'm not leaning on this hand because notice how that makes me twist to one side. That's dangerous for my low back. Instead, I'm going to get into my bend, place my fingertips just for balance, and reach up and overhead. Beautiful job. You can also bring both fingertips to the ground if you're having a hard time staying squared. Depending on your body, one arm up or both arms down might be easier. So you choose the variation that works for you, making sure there is zero twisting happening. Okay? Once all of that is solid, you can start shifting towards the grip on the foot behind you. Okay? This is our level 5 group. So I'm not going to be able to talk throughout this because it does compress in the neck as you stretch. So I'm going to explain first. First, you're going to get into your deep back bend. I typically choose both hands down behind me first, and I make sure that I'm nice and warm. Then you reach your same side arm overhead. You're going to grab for the toes and start to straighten the leg, okay? I'm going to show the easier way to get into this grip for those of you who may have those strong aerialist shoulders, etc. Okay, so my fingertips are down. My toes come up. I pretend like I'm serving a tray of drinks, so I'm holding something on my hand. I bring it around, 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 palm open to the sky, and I grab my toes between my thumb and my first finger. Okay, now you're going to bring your elbow up to the ceiling. Yes? And start to straighten. And that's your level 5. Thank you for stretching with me. Good luck in the challenge. Be sure to check out the other tutorials on my page and on the Worldwide Splitters page as well.